Alright, hello everyone, I'm Garrett, and I'm making this video in regard to the recent pandemic that is sweeping across the world, the COVID-19 virus or coronavirus. Now, this particular ritual demonstration is a very simple working that any of you can do on your own, whether you're a magician or not, in order to protect yourself from this virus. And you can even do this on behalf of someone else that you know or care about. Now, before I do the demonstration, I want to explain a little bit about what I'm doing here. Now, when it comes to a virus, I believe that a virus has a consciousness. Okay, the spirit of the virus is what a shaman would call that. It's the consciousness behind the energy that is creating the physical manifestation of the virus on this physical plane. Now, in olden times, whenever plague or famine threatened a group of people, what they would try to do is commune with that consciousness and make allies with it in exchange for protection from it. So if a sickness was sweeping through a tribe or killing their crops or something like that, then they would recognize that as a conscious entity behind that force. And they would then make sacrificial offerings in honor of that entity in exchange to be protected from it, to be exempt from the famine and the havoc that would wreak on people. And so that's essentially the same thing we're going to do here. Now, a good friend of mine, Ryan Sterner, that I work with on various projects, was able to commune with this virus, the consciousness of the virus, and divine a sigil. Now, what a sigil is an energetic signature. Okay, I'm going to share that with you guys now. And this is what we're going to be using for this particular ritual. It's the energetic signature of that virus, of that consciousness. Okay, and through accessing that, you can access the consciousness. So what this rite entails is very simple. Instead of trying to combat this virus, we're going to try to align with this virus. We're going to make friends with it. And it's a very simple thing that anyone can do here. There's not going to be any incantations, no fancy tools, nothing like that. You need a sigil on a piece of paper. You need a burn bowl, because we are going to burn it. You need a lancet, a sterile lancet to prick your finger with, because I'm going to be offering my blood onto the sigil and then burning that as an offering to the virus, and a lighter, and that's it. Okay, so what this does is it gives a blood offering to the virus, and it also exposes me to that energy by feeding it my energy through my blood, which the goal of doing that is to not just make allies, but for the exposure, so that hopefully you can develop some immunity to that. And that's really all we're going to do. So I'm going to sit here and charge this sigil with my intention, which if you're doing this for yourself, then you would stare into the sigil and not only visualize yourself staying healthy through this pandemic, but also have it in the front of your mind that you want to align with this. And I think that that's the right answer, because I think there's honestly a lot more going on than what we're being told, and this may not necessarily be a bad thing. Not that people dying of an illness isn't a bad thing, but I think that this is going to bring about some very interesting changes in our world. And truthfully, I feel there's never been a more exciting time to be alive than right now. So yeah, that's what we're about to do. Alright, we're ready to demonstrate this ritual. Now, I've already done a ritual like this for myself and my immediate family, but I also happen to know someone else that is suffering from this virus. And so I'm going to make this offering on their behalf. And all I'm going to do is stare into the sigil and charge the sigil with my intention. I'll be saying their name in my mind and visualizing them recovering from this illness and being restored to full physical health. Once I have charged the sigil with my intention, I will simply prick my finger and offer some blood onto that sigil, and then I will burn that as an offering. So, as I said before, this is extremely simple. There's nothing you have to memorize or say. All you need is the sigil and something to put it in when you set it on fire. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now, just to show you guys how simple this is. Anyone can do this. This rite calls for blood, and I offer my own. May you go forth as an offering on behalf of the one I have named. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So it is done. I'm going to go outside and blow these ashes into the wind, and that is all there is to it. Thank you.